this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Now Browning. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw, Browning. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. Touchdown! Jerome Ford. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less.
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Browning. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Browning. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Moore on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Here's Flacco. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore, 35 yards. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Browning's throw caught by Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to him.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Browning. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Njoku with an impressive catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A red zone 1st down for Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Browning. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Here's Brad Robbins now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that.
This is caught at the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 68 yards.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Browning. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again. Browning. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Browning. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Chase on a great grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A final shot before break. Browning. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a touchdown, apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second down, here's Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Second down and 4.
Back to throw. Browning. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Flacco.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean it. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Throwing after the interception, Browning. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Browning. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
Back to throw. Browning. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Browning.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Browning. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mixing up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Browning to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now it's Flacco. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run with Ford. Shifts by him.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.